as favorite activities.
I love it.
And Terri calls it sales, so that's another one of her favorite activities too.
Okay. Yeah. Terri, you and I are in the same spot there.
I don't really love it either, to be honest, you guys. I mean,
I dread it. Should be in my drudgery zone, except I know how important it is. That's just
Right.
why it's not. No, I mean, I am going to essentially farm it out is where I'm at, because I've gone through, I understand how important it is. So I see the value in it, but I have absolutely no desire to do it. And right now it's taking up more time than I'm willing to put towards it. So I guess right now it's in the disinterest zone. I should put it there. Prospecting is in the disinterest zone because I kind of know what I should be doing. I have the things in place to be doing it, but I even have the time block on my calendar.
Yep.
But I don't sit down to do it because I just don't want to.
Okay. So if you're going to farm it out, have you already found someone to farm it out? Well, you were working with some guy. Did he not work out?
Well, I have a couple of things in place. I'm using LinkedIn as a prospecting platform.
Okay.
So I have two services that I use. One is called Hypersocial and the other one is Connected. And Hypersocial is they do more of the hand holding, like they write the scripts and whatnot. And then I just have to jump on and do the conversations in the DMs. Okay. And then I should be showing up on social media, like in the feeds, because that's why I'm making these connections so that my posts come up in the feeds. I do zero posting because I also don't like social media.
Okay.
So that's why I've come to terms like I just need to hire all of that out. So I've hired a VA, and right now I'm in the process of building out the SOPs for her to go in. So I'm going to essentially probably give her access to my LinkedIn account. She'll start doing the posts. So we'll come up with posts together. Like, here's the post that I think would be good. And then it's her responsibility to post them, make sure they go up at a certain time, make sure she responds to any comments. And then,
so you're going to hand the responding to comments off to her.
Yeah, that, and then the DMs, right? So she can just follow the response 1, response 2.
Gotcha.
That's my goal.
So, all right. So how do you feel about that?
Excited, but a little overwhelmed because it's a lot of, I feel like I'm still not super clear on my own process. So it's hard to write that process for her if I'm not super clear on it, right? And then there's things that sometimes you just have to respond based off of comment, like what makes the most sense, right? Because that's why you need a human to do it and not a robot, because it's not always the same response.
All right, so let's just go, let's think about this, because anytime we delegate it, this is basically like you're delegating, right? Even though you're you're delegating this responsibility.
Yes.
So you're excited, but you're feeling overwhelmed, right? By the processes, creating this process. So I'm going to put in the fact line, that a process must be created.
Yes.
Okay. Or let's think about this, because how do I want to do this? Because I know where I want you to come out at it. Okay. Let's put in the result line, process created. Okay. Like, you got it, man. You figured it out. Done. Bing. Okay. So the action needs to be what in order to create the process? I mean,
I need to write it up.
Do it. Right? Like, you just got to do it.
Right. So I have an SOP outline, right? Just write up the SOP.
Write it out. Wow. When we say it like that, it sounds so simple, doesn't it?
It does.
Okay. But here's what's missing. These two lines are not working out right now for us. Okay. I'm going to say process requested is our circumstance. Like, there was a request put in for it. What do you need to feel in order to write it out?
Oh, I know what those two are now. What
are they now?
Because I don't know if I don't feel like I have a successful process yet.
Okay. So right now I don't have, this is it. Look, you just told me. Okay. I don't have a successful process and I don't know what it should be.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So notice, of course, you're feeling overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm. But it's funny now that I say it out loud, because I actually know I have parts and pieces of this process, and it's just a matter of putting them together.
This is craziness.
I know.
Oh my God. Okay. It's amazing. So let's think about this. Like, I have parts of it. Just need to put it together.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have help. I have a sales coach.
And I have help. Okay. So what's the feeling then?
The feeling should be that I have all the ability to do this. I am empowered to do this.
Yeah. Like you're capable, right?
This process.
You're empowered. You've set yourself up. Like you've set yourself up for success.
Yes.
Okay. So this whole thought here kind of equals a set up for success. I am set up for success.
That's so funny. I'm glad you're recording this. You can use this if you want to.
Okay. Fabulous. Because isn't this interesting?
Yes.
Okay. So this literally, truly is a perfect example of all you need to do is to switch your thought.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because now I actually feel like, okay, why, now I'm thinking like, why haven't I done this? I just have to sit down and spend like 30 minutes writing out what I have already like, and it's funny because it's not even I have to write them from scratch. I have them written in different places. All I got to do is pull them all into one document. So
it's not like really, on napkins. You've already typed it out.
I think it was just that feeling of, I think it was the feeling that I haven't seen success yet. Okay. And I mean, depending on how I define that, right? Like there's been certain things that have been successful about the parts and pieces in this whole process.
Okay.
But I think that feeling that the idea that I haven't been successful has made me feel apprehensive.
So this is different. Like, let's do a model on this. This is good. All right. So you can, all of this model was creating a process.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So now, if you think about it, you have a process. We'll say you have the process is created. All right. Let's go there. Process created. What you just told me though, is that the kind of like the current process, which isn't really fully fleshed out, is not really successful. Like, but I want you to ask, I'm asking you what, so, okay. Process created, not very successful, not all successful, because you said pieces are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How does that make you feel when you're thinking, well, you know what? It's not, all of it isn't successful. It's not all successful. How do you feel?
I feel, I don't know, like I'm not a great salesperson.
Like defeated?
Suck at sales. Yeah.
Frustrated.
Frustrated. Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Frustrated. Okay. Which then causes you to do what when you're frustrated?
What do I do when I'm frustrated? I usually do more research or try to ask for help.
All right, you know what you're doing though there is passive action.
Yes.
You're like going into I need to learn more. I need to know more. I need to figure it out more. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. And guess what you also do?
Right?
You're distracted. Right. Okay. So the result of all of this, actually, that's funny, Krista, you said that, because I was going to say is distracted. You're distracted. And you're also, the result of all this is like you keep spinning around and around and around and around and around. Mm-hmm. And you're not really doing it. No passive action or no productive action. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we want here, we don't like this model.
No.
Which is kind of like your brain, almost like the first model we did, okay. But then your brain almost went to like, yeah, but like I'm not sure I'm going to love the process, even though I've got all those pieces created for it. Like, I don't really know. It's going to be a little fuzzy even in the end.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now let's change this. Okay. Let's change this to what if we got to the result line, and what if the result line was successful process created? Like, amazing process. Okay.
Mhm.
So now let's go to the place where you have created the amazing process. Okay. So I'm going to call this like successful, hell yes, process. Okay.
Love it.
Yes. Okay. What are you going to be thinking once you have that successful hell yes process? Like, let's go to this is believing ahead of time.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to feel successful.
Yeah, you're going to feel successful. What is your thought though about that amazing process?
Oh, I'm going to think that, what are my thoughts? That I am an awesome system process development person.
Like okay, I'm an awesome system process development person. How about this process is going to make things so much better?
Oh yeah.
Like, I am amazing. This is going to be, we're going to
It's
kill
gonna
it.
be amazing.
We're going to kill it with this process.
Yes. And
Okay?
I'll have more time. I don't have to worry about it anymore.
Oh my God, look at that.
I know,
Okay,
because someone else can do it.
This process is perfect. Okay. It gives me time back. Okay. So yes, you're going to feel successful. What else are you going to feel?
Free. I'm going to feel more freedom.
Yes. Oh yeah. Go back to the freedom word, right?
Yep.
We have used before. Okay. You know what you're also going to feel? Relief.
Yeah.
I finally got this thing on paper. This is great. And it works. It's not only on paper, but it works. Okay. So then guess what your action's going to be? What do you think? So now you're thinking, okay, this process is perfect. I have so much time back. Hallelujah. I am killing it.
I'm going to, well, so I would do more of the things I enjoy doing.
You are going to be in your desire zone.
Mm-hmm.
Doing the things you love. Okay. And the result of all of this is doing things you love. Right?
Growing and scaling my business.
Yes. Growth. Who had growth on there? Cresta had growth. Growth, scaling, some smiles, and you're actually going to have more time to go surfing.
Yay.
Which I'm going to try to draw, but I'm not going to do a good job doing it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. So you have to go to this place. Like, you got to go almost to this model first and be like, okay, when I have this successful hell yes process, like, things are going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think it's incredibly crazy just as we went through those two different models. Like, I feel so excited for you in this scenario.
I know, me too.
Right? I'm like, oh, you got this. You're amazing.
Oh, thanks. I feel that way too. I'm just like, I can do this. This is going to be easy.
I can totally do this. Right? Now, to get to that successful hell yes process, you may have to, when we did that first model and we had the result of process created, you may have to kind of go through that a few times to get all those like kinks out of it.
Right.
Okay. But if you can kind of keep the thought that this is part of the process, like to get to a process I love, right? This is where we're okay. I mean, this truly is not so hard.
No,
not so hard. Amazingness.
I was standing in my own way. Just didn't want to do it.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I was creating yesterday some copy around being what, you know, a lot of people come to me and they say, I just wish I was more productive. Okay. And if I look back, I kind of did like some data mining and I kind of looked at what they had said initially. A lot of it is, I'm just getting in my own way. I mean, that sentence came up multiple times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because I mean, it's true, right? We know what to do. Oftentimes we know what to do. It's getting yourself to want to do it.
Well, I think you can't, it's getting yourself to want to do it. And the only way to really get yourself to want to do it is to be able to see how it may help you in the future. Like we can't almost sometimes even get to that place.
Right.
And thus we don't make the decision to actually spend time doing it.